What's going on, my guy?
What's up?
What's happening? Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy, the Mechanical Animal. Welcome back to the Mechanical Animal Show, episode 103. Man, dude, can you believe we made it here to episode 103? We're here already. Wow.
Time flies.
I know. I didn't even think this was gonna. Well, to be honest, I didn't even think this. Like, I was gonna keep this up this way, but I like the vibe of it. I like how it's moving. So I think it's a pretty dope thing that we're doing. When I went back and I actually looked at the last two videos that we did, especially the last crypto one, we really put some knowledge out there for the audience to soak in, to absorb. I think the stuff that we put out there from the last video, if you looked at some of these numbers from the last week, dude, they were bananas.
Yeah.
By the way, you see what's going on over here.
Is that what's that? Ethereum?
I know you see what's going on over here. Y'all see what's going on over here? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's been a wild crypto week, past few days.
Yeah, for sure. It's been pretty crazy how things have been fluctuating up and down, and just in general. I know I made myself a nice little move, got some things switched over to Ethereum before it dropped back down again with Dogecoin and whatnot. I mean, it's still riding high compared to when I first invested, but it definitely dropped a bit. I think it hit an all-time high, like 72 cents or something like that.
What's that? The Dogecoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doge hit an all-time high of 72 cents, I believe. I think, let me get this screen up here.
I know it dropped back down. It's been around like 50 cents or so lately.
Yeah, it's been floating around 50 cents for the last few days. Which is, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with where it's at. It's funny, I checked out its market cap, and its market cap is sitting, right at about where it was as it was going up. So it's at 50 right now, just fluctuating average 50, but roughly a $70 billion market cap.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, dude. You can't beat that with a stick. And I don't care what anybody says about, I've seen a lot of articles, folks are out there, they're like, well, people don't understand. They're investing in nothing right now. I mean, it's making somebody money somewhere. I've read more than 2 articles so far of Dogecoin making people millionaires. Have you seen any of those?
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw an article recently that said that there's some new, I think it was like a new contract that SpaceX signed or something, and they're getting paid in Dogecoin.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it went official.
It was at least in the talks. If it's not like official or not,
I think he's asking to be paid in Dogecoin, which I mean, dude,
is interesting. Well, it's not only interesting, but I mean, when you think about it, even fiat now, right? Like tangible, like hold it, dollar bills in your hand. I mean, most of that is created through fractional reserve banking anyway. So the money literally is created out of thin air.
Right.
And then the government trades bonds, which are supposedly backed in gold, which who knows how much of that we have, because I don't know the last time the Federal Reserve was audited. And then it goes into circulation and becomes real currency. But even then, it's it's the same thing as art and other things. It's only worth as much as people are willing to pay for it. And money really has no value. The goods that you purchase with the money is what has value. So as long as people see a value in something and it can be used for one thing or another, then it's always going to have some sort of intrinsic value. And it's kind of like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? Like whoever it's only ever going to be worth as much as people are willing to pay for it, and that's kind of how a lot of things work. So I don't understand why people act like this is so different.
Yeah, they act like this is a brand new, well, what they like to call it, a bubble. When I think of a bubble, I think of. Let me not go there. We'll save that conversation for another day.
Yeah, that makes me think of like the housing crisis that happened with, you know, a former presidency that supposedly could do no wrong, but also kicked millions of people out of their homes. So, you know, there's that.
Bananas. Wait a minute. We got some new stuff that's happening right now. The gas. Did you see what's going on?
Yeah, I'm right in the thick of it. So apparently a major pipeline on the East Coast, or, you know, gas exporter, whatever you want to call it, was hacked by ransomware. And now there's like this gas crisis, and the state of North Carolina has actually declared a gas crisis. Like, they declared it an actual like state of emergency. And there's no gas anywhere. Like, I tried going to find some gas, and like everywhere has got those like out of service bags on all the gas pumps. The only people that I've seen that were able to be gassing up are those who've got diesel vehicles. And it's just wild to me. Like, it's another case of supply and demand. But I mean, if you ask me, like, I know a little bit about ransomware from some courses that I've taken, and there's no way to guarantee that you'll ever get any of that money back. So it never makes sense to pay whatever the ransom is, right? But these companies, you know, they're like too big to fail. Of course, they're probably going to get some sort of bailout, whatever. But my point more so is, okay, these, like, your information has been hacked and is held for ransom, but that doesn't stop the electrical grid from working. You're still able to pump the crude oil and refine it and whatever else. So there really is no gas shortage. If you ask me, like, it seems more like they're just playing on the current vulnerabilities of things. And, you know, a panicked people are a controlled people, or a panicked society is a controlled society. It's just like the toilet paper and like paper towel and tissue paper crisis that happened at the beginning of COVID, which made zero sense. Yeah, and it made no sense either, because, like, you know, it wasn't dysentery. It wasn't like you were going to have diarrhea and shit yourself to death and have to keep wiping your ass. It was like getting a cold or whatever. Like, you really think you're gonna have to blow your nose that often that you're gonna run out? Like, it didn't make any sense, you know. So I think it's kind of like that 2.0. But it just makes me upset that people get so riled into a panic. Like, if you just kept up with the supply and demand, like, okay, there might be a slight pause or downfall in the supply line, right? But that doesn't mean go out and panic, buy up all that you can, and hoard, you know, 50 fucking gallons of gasoline in your house and run your generator and whatever else. Like, it's not that serious. And if you just if you just like topped up your tank like a normal person, then more people could get gas and it wouldn't be a problem, and things would get refilled. But everybody wants to like panic and act like it's fucking Mad Max and they need their liquid gold.
Yeah, like it's the freaking apocalypse. It's nuts. I saw. You follow DC Drano on Instagram?
I'm not sure that I do, but I see that you post this stuff fairly frequently.
Yeah, he's pretty dope dude, I think. But he posted this picture of this. I think they were in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna see if I find that picture. These people were pretty much filling up gas, you know, the portable gas cans, the red ones, but the big jugs. Like these look like it could have been
20 gallons
30 gallon jokers, 35 gallon jokers. And I've never seen any like that big. I know the regular size, but they had like the industrial size joints, right? Like, fuck that. You remember those damn 55 gallon jugs we used to have to carry in the military, or you probably still do it now, but they fill them with water and you got to do freaking runs with them if you're doing certain kind of training.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
All right, so 55-gallon jugs. They got damn near canisters similar to those, all red, gasoline type canisters, and they probably had anywhere from, if don't get me quote me on the quantity, but they had anywhere from 15 to 20, maybe 25 of those stacked up in the back of their SUV.
Dude,
Which
it's wild, man.
I'm thinking they probably already got those in the back of the vehicle filled up, right? And they were filling up more. And I'm like, yo, hold on. There's all kinds of explosion that could be a possibility in the back of that vehicle.
They're gonna accidentally leave one of those cans open and accidentally get high as a kite, just keeping the windows closed in there.
Oh man, I hope they made it okay. I mean, I'm like, wow.
It's probably a smoker too. As soon as they pulled out.
Right. Oh, look, I'm not the one to talk about anybody, bro, but they didn't look like they had the most healthiest lifestyle in the world, like type of people. You know what I mean?
And that's another crazy thing, right? It's like the whole sedentary lifestyle has almost been like express funded nowadays. Because like I'm looking at this gas crisis almost the same as like the ammo shortage, right? Like there's a shortage, like a large reason why any of these shortages exist, like the lumber and construction industry, the ammo shortage, the gas shortage or whatever. A lot of it has to do with COVID shutting down the economy or shutting down certain businesses and people being either laid off or furloughed or deciding that it was more lucrative for them to stay home and get money from an unemployment check than it was to go and be like our essential workers or whatever. Because most essential workers, you know, they're grocery store workers, they're cashiers, they're truck drivers, they're things like that. And these people are making like pennies on the dollar compared to, you know, government officials and CEOs and whatnot, who we found are not essential yet still get paid the most for some reason. And, you know, so that was a huge exposure of that, as well as an exposure of how much work hours can be cut down and people can actually work from home and the same amount of shit can get done and people don't need to be as stressed out and overworked and underpaid. That's a discussion for another time. But looking at it, it's becoming the same supply and demand issue, except now it's almost incentivized or people are getting paid more to stay at home. So they're not going out and getting back into the workplace, even though places can open back up, which most of those places probably can't afford the same amount of staff or to pay their staff the same amount of money now because of how hurt they've been through this economic downfall.
So yeah, I mean, a year and some change, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like they don't have the manning to even get the supply back to where it needs to be to meet the demand that had already been carried over from prior because they're still running behind, and which means that if they never catch up, then they'll never be able to start producing more to reach the current demand as well as the back order demand, and thus then drive the price down because, you know, that's how supply and demand works. Like people demand more, the supply is less, so the price is higher, but then the supply comes up to meet the demand because they want to make the sales, and then in turn prices get cheaper because the demand is higher, so things can be sold in more bulk and be produced at higher volume for a cheaper price point, and then the cost eventually goes down, which is why, you know, people complain about the cost of organic foods and things like that. But if there was more demand for it and people would actually hold out and pay for those things, the market would have to meet that demand, and thus it would be more plentiful and at a cheaper price point because people wouldn't be buying up the garbage that's being offered in its stead. But nobody can hold out for that, one, because most people aren't in a financially stable enough point in their life, unfortunately, living paycheck to paycheck, for them to actually afford to do that and feed the mouths that they have to feed. And, you know, that's obviously a very well thought out and planned tactic, you know, much like planned obsolescence. We can put a man on the moon, but we can't make a water heater that lasts longer than 20 years. Like it's planned obsolescence. They want things to become obsolete after a certain point in time. So people have to reinvest because you make your money one time if there's no need for a replacement.
I've always said that, especially with technology. That's why you got cryptocurrency now. This is the new this is the 2.0 or 3.0, whatever it is, in whatever evolution we're going into with this crypto thing from wherever it came from. Right?
Well, I mean,
that even makes any sense, because it's like you said, they're always going to find a way to improve something, anything, right?
Right.
Look
Well,
at
I mean,
look at PlayStation. Like, I'm sitting there with a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Took great care of it, right? Never dropped it. It sat in the same place for I don't know how long, right? Now that PlayStation 5 dropped,
running down.
What's that?
It's going to slowly start running down or not be able to handle the updates. You know, just like iPhone got caught doing that. Apple got caught with their iPhones. Like,
I'll say this: that's a portion of it. To me, I think that's a small portion. I won't say it's small. It's got to be a good portion of it. But you can't tell me that for instance, PlayStation 4 Pro, the hardware that's inside that thing, that's a nice PC. You can build a nice PC out of a PlayStation 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they'll say the hardware, not the hardware, but the software, the updates that are coming in from, the servers or whatever, it can't handle it anymore. Only the PS5 can. Like, I can see where they're going with game loading time and that. As far as consoles, video game consoles, and all that, we're gonna get to that on another episode if we decide to talk about that. But what I'm trying to say is basically what I'm seeing, and it's not just with video game consoles, with cell phones, a lot of different pieces of hardware that we use today to access different forms of media. After a while, all this talk that you preach forever, like, yeah, this is the newest technology, and after a year or two, it's not. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's not.
I mean, so
it's like you kicked out the window. Like, it's no good. It's no good for anything. Like, it starts slowing down. Like, you would think the iPhone, you get the X. The X is like their greatest invention ever, right? Their greatest invention ever.
It's already starting to become obsolete soon enough, because they've already come out with 2-3 models since. So I will say, with technology, there is a slight caveat to that, and we live in we live in a very fortunate time as far as technology is concerned. But for those wanting to invest once and wait, it's an unfortunate time, because look at how quickly technology expands and betters itself, like twofold, threefold, even just a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. And so it sucks, but it kind of makes sense that every 5 years or so, your stuff that you had before is getting close to obsolete, or at least is definitely nowhere near top of the line anymore. Just because of how quickly things are evolving. But I do want to say, touching on what you were saying with like where things start and how they expand, like crypto is an interesting thing, because if you think about it, currency back in the day, certain tribes and colonies and whatever, like currency back in the day was like trading seashells and stuff. It was tangible goods. It was like, I'll give you this for that. Like, it was trading, right? And then that changed into, okay, well, let's come up with currency. Like, back in the day, it was like gold coins and this and that, or seashells or whatever. And then they decided, okay, let's make an actual currency and have it backed by these goods that we see value in. So we'll have it backed by gold and silver and whatever else. And then it became, who really cares about it being backed by it? We'll just say, like, if the government says that it's good to go into circulation, then it's good to go into circulation. So then money started being created out of thin air, and literally, like, the goods that you buy are the only thing that has value. And now we're coming to a point where crypto is becoming a thing, and people are saying, oh, well, it's based in nothing. Well, our money, our physical money, has been based in nothing for a long time too. It's just been based off whatever Wall Street and the global economic markets are saying it should be worth, right? But now you've got cryptocurrency, where it's based off of this whole digital economic market and world market, and yet has I would argue, substantially more value because of the fact that it's traceable, it's tangible, at least in a digital sense. Not like you can't put your hands on it, but there's a digital trail to it all, right? Digital transaction history, whatever else. So it's like from start to finish, every step that piece of money or that currency has been through. Whereas
right.
we know, you go to a gas station, right? And you get your change for your bills. Like
you don't know
half
where
of that is probably
from.
money that was created out of nowhere. Half, like the other half
is
or a
money.
third of it is a third of it is laundered money. Like who knows where it came. Part of it might even be counterfeit. Just like
right.
You go to designer stores and you buy stuff, and it's like you could even go to the flagship Versace store, and there's a high likelihood that at least a quarter, maybe even half of the products in there are technically what's considered counterfeit. And that's all because of how the whole like fashion industry and textile industry stuff works, which I'll get into that another time. I read a whole book about it called Gomorrah, and it's a really interesting read. A guy gets in with the Neapolitan mafia as an undercover journalist, and I'll get into that another time. But either way, it's like so now here we are with crypto, right?
Yeah.
This currency that's created out of nowhere, but is linked to smart contracts and digital record of history and whatever else. And I would argue you could go back far enough and verify the validity of it, just like you're trying to look up, say, your prize pit bull's pedigree. You can actually look up the pedigree history of cryptocurrency more accurately than you can the actual tangible fiat that people put so much value in. So, I mean, what's actually more worth the investment?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, if you look at what's going on in the market, the crypto market right now, what is the I know CoinMarketCap this I just want to give it back to the audience in case anyone is trying to figure it out or is not aware. But the global metrics on the entire crypto market is, and I thought that was about right. A little over 2 trillion, 2.5 trillion.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Crypto market is a little over $2.5 trillion. As far as the market cap is concerned, look at, this is, before we even jump into things, I want the viewer to take a look at this website right here. I find it pretty useful, and it's a quick snapshot of the market and crypto. If you just want to quickly see what's going on without having to fiddle with a lot, especially if you're dealing with some of these main cryptos here. But the website is coin360.com. If you come here, I'm not getting any advertisement pay for this or none of that. I just think it's a cool website that you guys could check out, and it could be useful for you if you just want a snapshot on what crypto is looking like at the current state of the market. If you look at it right now, it's pretty much all in green. And let's see if I blow it up. All right, there we go. You can see that all right, Cal?
I can definitely see what you got up there.
Yeah, man. So pretty much, you guys are looking for any kind of a quick snapshot on a crypto that you own, and you want to see where it's at, where it's holding, or you want to get a snapshot of the crypto market in general. There's a pretty good website that you can come to, and just once you enter coin360.com, this pops up, and it could either be all green like it is now, or it could be all red, or spots of green and red like you could see over here. You could blow up the screen and pretty much zoom in and zoom out to the different cryptos that you're looking for. It's been a little while since I've been on this particular website. It looks like they updated it, and I wanted to show Kyle something on here, but not able to see anything. All right, so yeah, pretty much, yeah, coin360.com. You can come here. It gives you a great snapshot. Maybe it's also the browser that I'm using. It might be a browser issue. I'll Give me a sec. Let me see if I can get that. I'm gonna try this. There's gotta be a way to move this. Have you ever been here, Beast? You ever been to
I have
Coin
not. I've
360?
not. No, I pretty much use Bittrex for my investing and to check the markets there, and then I've got my wallets linked with Delta, which is it's just a wallet monitoring app. That's a secondary way to monitor the markets, and they release a lot of articles that discuss various crypto trends and what have you. So those are the ways that I keep an eye on what's going on with my investments.
Yeah. This Coin 360 right here. I don't know what's going on with it. Like I said, it's been a little while since I used it, but it gives you a nice overall snapshot. Like you can see Bitcoin right now. It gives you, it's just Bitcoin's king. See, it gives you right here.
Yeah, I see that it
Bitcoin,
breaks everything
you know.
down, and all the segments are the various contenders or whatever. I mean, I'll be honest with you
Yeah,
personally.
according to a core, and they break it down to which is nice. What they do if you're a miner or you're just into this stuff, they break it down by its hashing algorithm.
Oh, okay. See, for me, mine just shows up in like list form, and it just shows like it'll show like what the current value is, what it's worth, like how much shares you hold of it, what it's currently worth, mostly like in USD. You can also look at it like what it's worth in Bitcoin or whatever, and then it'll tell you like the percentage increase that it's just had now and how much that is in USD as far as the increase. Which, looking at things now, I'm pretty happy. Everything has kind of gone up a bit overall, which is nice for me. I made some investments recently into some other alternate coins. I mean, I had Doge and Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I decided to dip my feet into Chainlink, Tron, Cardano, and Stellar.
All good options.
Yeah, so Tron was pretty interesting, especially when you hear about all the deplatforming stuff happening, because Tron is supposed to be specifically geared towards content creators.
Yeah, I remember when Tron was in its ICO phase. I didn't get the op to get involved in that project. A lot of those projects when they're coming up, they got a lot of special people they deal with.
Yeah.
To get that early bid. Yeah, I mean, that's super early. That 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 type early.
Yeah, that early investment. And because I've heard too that Chainlink and Cardano, if I'm not mistaken, were two currencies that were created from former Ethereum members that had whatever like a disagreement with the direction it was going or something, and decided to branch out and make their own currencies. And then Stellar apparently is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be involved with like banking and stock markets and stuff, and you can use Stellar to pay for transactions and make it happen more instantaneously.
You picked up some Stellar as well?
Yeah.
Okay, Stellar XLM.
Yeah, that's my understanding is that's supposed to be linked more towards the real world, or what people consider real world, and like fiat markets involving like stock trading and bank transactions.
Yeah, the Stellar coin. We could look it up here and bring up some info on it. But the XLM, matter of fact, before I even jump to that, because there's something that I want to jump on and talk about with that XLM Stellar coin. Coinbase was giving that away like a year or two ago, free of charge.
I just got something free from Coinbase too that you had shared, like Gov or something like that.
Yeah. We'll jump on that Coinbase setup in a sec. This is Coin. You've been to CoinMarketCap, right? Or have you heard of it?
Oh no, Ampleforth is what I was thinking of, not Gov. No, I admittedly have not. I know that you've talked about it plenty of times. I know that you've talked about CoinMarketCap.
Man, there's an app that you can download on your phone. If you guys are playing with crypto, CoinMarketCap is a great application for you to see what the top cryptos are, where they're racking and stacking in the game. You want to be very familiar with this website, the application in itself. I think the application is easy. I got it on the iPhone. You basically download it. You can make a little profile, and once you make that profile, you could lock in your favorite cryptos and just monitor them. So that way, whatever exchange that you may have those cryptos on, you can go in there and check out coin market cap and go back to your exchange. And if you need to, maybe move those cryptos into a USDT or something that's going to yield you a decent return. So that way you're not losing out on your crypto. So CoinMarketCap is a good place to go. And it's also, as far as to see the reckoning and stacking of cryptos, but what it also does that I'm really impressed with is they give you a great breakdown on cryptocurrencies. So pretty much if you've got a crypto that you're interested in, so let's say you spoke about Stellar earlier, Beast.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stellar is XLM.
Yeah. Yep.
So we've got Stellar on the screen here coming up, right? Look at that. Stellar is up 72 cents, right? Now, I own Stellar, right? But all I own of Stellar is about, I think, 200 coins. The reason being is I wasn't interested in the Stellar program and what they had going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason I have 200 Stellar coins is because Coinbase was giving away Stellar coins, XLM coins, when the app, not the application, but I get to say the application, but when the Stellar program first kicked off. So before Coinbase listed Stellar, they actually were doing a promotion similar to the one that I told you about, or I posted about earlier at some point, just saying, hey, look, all you got to do is go to Coinbase, check out whatever little questions, videos they have, then answer some questions. And as soon as you answer the first set of questions, they shoot you like 25, 30, 40, 50 Stellar XLM coins, right? Which, if you got nothing doing, right, do it. It's not gonna hurt. It's not. You watch a video and they give you the game. Like you watch it and then you answer the questions. And even if you get the questions wrong, it's like either you go back, watch the video again, and then they make you answer the questions again. But either, or it's like 20 minutes, you get like close to 200 coins if you finish everything. And that's like what, a year?
Coin. That's how I got Ampleforth. Was you put something out about it, and I got like, I got 3 things of it, or like a little bit of it, or something. Like it's a tiny bit, but if it raises, like, okay, I'll get more.
Well, shit. I mean, look. You made a trade this week with me. We were working on some shit, looking at some shit, right? And you didn't make a trade, but we were talking about a trade, and I proposed one, and you went ahead and did it, right?
Yeah.
So I told you to get some that doggy, get rid of that doggy, and get you some Ethereum, right?
Yep.
How was that outcome for you?
It has definitely worked out well. Like Doge has definitely gone up and down, and I imagine it'll come back up again. But
right. But what happened in that interim?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like I traded at a high, it then dropped, but I mean I didn't get to trade at like the peak high. I was a little bummed about that. But compared to what it's at now, I definitely traded at a high, got myself some Ethereum. Ethereum has since gone up and Doge has fluctuated back down. But obviously, like, I got more bang for my buck with the Doge than if I had waited till, say, now to make the trade.
No. I definitely can dig. I think you came in on that trade at the time that we did it. Ethereum was rocking at about, and this is last week, Ethereum was rocking at about 3,300 roughly.
I want to say Ethereum was maybe closer to 35.
35? Okay.
Yeah, it might have been, but now I'm seeing it as just under 42.
Yeah, the reason I was asking is because, you look at the conversion of that Ethereum at 30, let's say 30. Okay, so if we say 35, right? 3,500, around roughly 3,500.
Yeah.
We're at a, what, 4,100 average right now with Ethereum?
Yeah, it's like 41 and change.
41 and change. I think high was 41.67, if I'm not mistaken. But that's about that's a $1,200 hike in a week, less than a week.
Yeah, because since I bought, I think I got 2 coins out.
I think you got 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Ethereum is definitely gonna boof. It's gonna take off. It's gonna do. It's gonna. I'm a firm believer in it doing I'm a firm believer in Ethereum doing BTC numbers.
Well, that's the thing is like that, and that's what I've been tracking is like Bitcoin is king. It came out first. That's the comparison that everybody puts it against or whatever. But statistically speaking, from what I've read and understood, Ethereum has consistently increased in value at higher percentage rates than even Bitcoin has, given its lesser presence on the market.
Yeah. And we brought that up on the last show. We were talking about how, Ethereum is definitely, as far as its numbers, as it's come up, it's definitely double, tripling, quadrupling more than Bitcoin. Is doing more damage than Bitcoin did during its time it's come up.
Well, and I mean, because we saw Bitcoin skyrocket, and then now it's been hovering around like 50, 55, like somewhere between 50 and 60 for quite a while now. Like nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
whereas Ethereum has still been steadily climbing. Like even when it drops, it's like it'll take 4 steps forward, maybe 1.5 steps back, and then another 4 steps. Like it seems to just be steadily climbing.
Yeah, I've seen Ethereum get to wild points just like Bitcoin, because I've been watching it for a long time now too. I've seen Ethereum drop to 167. You know what I mean? And this is not
what
that
was
long
it at
ago.
before it dropped to that?
I've seen it hit highs of $1,300 and went down to like 300, down to 160. I was like, whoa, what the hell? What happened to Ethereum?
That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. We could call it whatever we want, but that's what, at this point where we're at now, that's the thing that's happening. That's not the thing that's happening per se. What I'm trying to say is people are looking at that, right? I know for me, back in the day when I used to see things happen like Bitcoin go from 20 grand down to 3 grand, I was still a believer. But I was just like, yo, it's going to take a little longer than I thought.
Well, you have to look. I mean, what's the difference between that and say the stock market? Like companies have hiccups, like something's planned, it's supposed to come out, and everybody dumps money in, and then it doesn't get released at the time it's supposed to, and there's problems with the project, and they got to hit the drawing boards again or whatever. And it doesn't mean it's not eventually going to come out, but then people start to lose faith, and the investment point drops, and their value drops, and whatever. But like in the long run, it still comes out, which is why they always tell you don't invest in things. Like, unless you got time to just sit around and constantly watch markets and trade, like, because you have that kind of capital and that kind of time, then don't invest in things that you're not willing to let that money sit and ride it out for a long term and see what happens in the end.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean at the
same with retirements, like you don't put your money into a retirement fund. Like my money is in a retirement fund that fucks around with more volatile markets because I'm still relatively young. So I've got time to make more money and whatnot, but those volatile markets, like, yeah, it might drop a lot, but when they ride high, they ride high. So like, I want that money to go up and down with these markets and be in these various places and not have all my eggs in one basket, and then slowly funnel funding into less volatile marketplaces or less volatile savings funds and whatnot as I get closer to collecting my retirement, so I don't lose that money, but I still have all this potential for growth between now and then.
Oh yeah, definitely. I get it. You know, at the end of the day, diversifying your portfolio in every kind of way is your best bet, or you could risk losing everything. You know, I've always said that. But you know, but if we get back as far as crypto, you know, with what's going on, as you know, as far as the rise and the fall of cryptos like ETH, Ether, and BTC, Bitcoin. I'm looking at where Bitcoin is at 50 something thousand, and it's at a healthy level. You know what I mean? I mean, for people who's held on to it for a while now, like they're good. You know, like they don't have a problem with Bitcoin sitting at 40,000. They don't got a problem with Bitcoin sitting at 30,000. They don't got a problem with Bitcoin sitting at even 20,000. You know,
yeah, I mean,
but
most, especially the early adopters.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not even like back in the day. You know, Bitcoin, like 3-4 years ago, Bitcoin wasn't for sale. Like you could buy it. It was everywhere. You know, there were people saying, hey, buy it, 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 buy it. And everybody's like, no, no, no.
Well,
and I'm just like,
so here's my thought though, right? So I wouldn't be surprised because look what happened with Dogecoin, right? Which
check it out.
I'm hoping it's not a fluke, because like we talked about last time, it has the potential to be, as much as it was a meme and the world loves irony, its design has a potential to be very similar to actual fiat currency, right? So, but like, here's my thing. So, and you know, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of these fluctuations with Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatnot are because people have money in Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? Those markets are pretty stable, are pretty much accepted that they're gonna be around for the long haul, and they're gonna continue to climb in value, or at least retain, you know, a fair portion of the value that they've already obtained. And then you go and you see like Dogecoin or like the Shiba Inu coin or other coins that come out, and people want to ride on that initial wave of it. They want to buy it up when it's like 0.00000000001 per coin, and then watch it get up to 10 cents and cash out with, you know, tens of thousands of dollars off of like the $500 that they invested or whatever. But then they get to dump that profit that they've made back into Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever. And so then those markets kind of come on the rise again as more people are investing. But it's really probably just prior investors that took a little bit of their Bitcoin money out, invested into this thing. It skyrocketed. They took all that money out, invested back into Bitcoin to get more out of the money that they had taken out initially, and then ride it out even further as that increase keeps climbing.
Well, you know, if I love the fact that you brought that up, because it goes straight into what's going on with the newest altcoins that are out there right now. Like, let's say we'll take SafeMoon for instance, right?
Yeah. Okay.
SafeMoon. Everyone's hot on SafeMoon right now, right? They're like, hey, I'm getting calls everywhere. I was going to talk about the Dogecoin, but you know, let's move on real fast because we've been running up some time here. But with the SafeMoon coin, what I wanted to say about it is that it's through the Reddit and through the internet and through everything else, it's become the hot coin, right? With the I'll tell you the Reddit SafeMoon. So, you know, with the blog sites and everything that's going on right now, it's crazy. Dogcoin is number 4. That still blows my mind.
That's wild.
SafeMoon is really moving. So with SafeMoon, right? With coins like SafeMoon, we were talking about how when people buy these coins at 0.000, let's go back up. So up here in the corner, you've got what the current price of that coin is, right? So that
Right.
SafeMoon coin is 0.000093, if I did that correctly. So that's 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 9, 3. That's the cost you're gonna pay per SafeMoon coin. And to get SafeMoon, it's a bit of a task,
So
but
what's
I
that
ran
like?
my buddy down here through it, and I think it's pretty simple. So you guys, if you want to know how to get the SafeMoon coin, you know how to find me. We'll talk about it, and we'll get you squared away. But SafeMoon, when, as you said earlier, like, it's crazy how people buy these coins and they dump it, which then it kind of kills that market for a little while for that specific crypto, right? When you have a coin like SafeMoon, one of the dope things I like about SafeMoon is, and it pretty much, I love CoinMarketCap. They break things down. Let's go into it. So SafeMoon, let me see if they'll give you some info on it. Yep, that's let me see, SafeMoon price data. What is SafeMoon? Here we go. That's why I love CoinMarketCap. But the actual application on your phone, that'll make it so much more easier for you to read than checking it out on my screen. But what's dope is SafeMoon, what they do is anytime someone sells their SafeMoon coin, what happens is they receive a 10% tax on that coin. Mm-hmm. And what happens is that 5% of that tax is gone to the SafeMoon holders of that coin that's still currently holding SafeMoon, right?
And then the other 5% gets burned, right?
And the other 5% gets
taken
burned.
Out of circulation.
Yep, it's taken pretty much. When they call it burnt, they take it. They pretty much, yeah, they're taking it out of circulation. So if we look here, they tell you, there's a shit ton of SafeMoon coin in circulation, but I could see why there's a lot of ShitMoon. I said ShitMoon.
There's a lot of ShitMoon.
There's a lot of ShitMoon coin, right? That's fucked up. Hey, SafeMoon, I didn't mean it. I love you guys. Keep it.
No,
going.
you were just thinking about the future when we all colonize Mars and we need somewhere to put the sewage. We put it on the moon. It becomes the shit moon. That's
hey, I went ahead and bought SafeMars coin.
Oh, I heard you talking about that too.
Yep. Bought some SafeMars. I advise you to get some too. It's actually pretty low. SafeMars is low right now, so I'd advise you get on it. A lot of individuals in that. But
imagine SafeMars is actually just a bunch of little digital coins that Bruno Mars keeps locked up in a safe at his house.
Nah, dude, I got an idea of what I think SafeMars is. I don't think it's that. I think SafeMars is.
Oh, I was just kidding, man. Because Mars, Bruno Mars.
Nah, I know, that's my dog. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, the SafeMars coin. I was saying to myself, I think it's a coin Elon Musk is gonna probably get behind. At some point or another, he's gonna get.
Watch that become the currency of the Mars fucking colonization or some shit when we try to terraform it.
SafeMoon. They'll be like, hey, look, Earth is. Let me not get into this. They're gonna be like, oh, he's a freaking.
Right, so in order to get to Mars, you actually have to go through like a way station on the moon, but they're different nations, so they use different currencies. So you need SafeMoon to pay for your way to Mars.
There you go. Like you get to
and then you need SafeMars to pay for things on Mars.
Look, I'm dead ass, bro. Because it's not a gas up. You can't go straight to Mars. You gotta go to the moon first, and then from the moon you get to Mars, right? So you take SafeMoon. And you take how much SafeMoon you got to get to the moon, right? That's your trip to the moon. And once you get to the moon, you're gonna pay the spacecraft that's out there whatever it costs to get you to Mars, right?
Yeah. So you need SafeMars. You need SafeMars to pay your way on Mars. You need SafeMoon to pay your way from the moon to Mars, and you need Dogecoin to pay fucking SpaceX to get to the moon.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go.
Bro, that would be wild.
I hope it works out that way. That would be pretty crazy.
I haven't figured out the whole workaround to get on SafeMoon and SafeMars. So I'm gonna just hope that you make enough and you and either I get in on it at some point, or you make enough to bring some of your ride or dies with you, and I'll bring whatever ammo I got, and I'll be part of your armed security or some shit, you know.
I like the sound of that. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I just checked out things today on both the sites that I told you about, and I pretty much told everybody else about it on Instagram. Pretty much when I last checked a few hours ago, the third party was now offering Smart Chain Coin on the first app, and on the second app, what is it? The Bitmart app. You can go on there if you have USDT coin that I believe you can purchase from Coinbase. I think you were having a problem with Coinbase and purchasing USDT coin, right, Beast?
No, I was having a problem with the Trust Wallet and trying to get that. Yeah, it was Trust Wallet, and I was trying to buy that Smart Chain, and it just kept saying not available. But you said they do that shit weird where it's like they go through third party marketplaces.
The Trust Wallet. So that's what I was saying. I checked today, and they were offering Smart Chain Coin on there. I think I may have sent you a message. Maybe I forgot, but I may not. Maybe I didn't even. Maybe I meant to post it, and I didn't post it. But
yeah, I've been checking.
The last I checked today. You can check right now. Hold on. Let me double check.
I literally just looked. I just looked. As I was telling you the app, I was looking on it, and it doesn't have anything.
Damn, they probably bought it out then. Oh, I'm seeing it on my end.
That you can buy it and through Trust?
It's saying buy Smart Chain, Simplex, third-party provider, which is
I'm hitting buy Smart Chain, and then it automatically populates the value, and no matter what I change the value,
yeah, it's up there for me. I don't know why the fuck it's up there for me, but it's up there. Try getting off the network that you're on. Do you use a VPN?
No.
Okay. I need to get you one, but
I'm not using a VPN right now, but let me try. I just got off my Wi-Fi. Let me see if it'll show up now.
Yeah, I'm still getting it. Let me see something. I'm gonna change the amount. Whew, I could buy as much as I want.
You
to a third party. Huh?
Oh, now I can.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta. It's funny with these internet services, and maybe it might have been a glitch in this one. But guys, you want to jump in and out. Whatever this application tells you that you can't, there's no third-party app available to purchase that Smart Chain Coin or that BNB coin, Binance coin. When you need to get these altcoins, you need to either shut your phone off and restart the app, restart everything, and then get in there and start doing what you need to do in order to purchase those coins. But I just wanted to read something here about this SafeMoon coin we were talking about earlier, but on the CoinMarketCap website, it just gives a breakdown of the SafeMoon protocol. And what we were talking about earlier, each transaction conducted on these with SafeMoon, as far as if you were to sell that coin through whatever exchange you got it at or whatever exchange you're doing business with, the transaction is taxed with a fee of 10%, which is cut in half. 5% of the fee is redistributed to all the token holders at the time, and the other 5% is then split in half again, with 50% sold by contract into BNB, which is Binance coin, and the remaining 50% automatically paired with the aforementioned BNB and added to Pancake Swap as a liquidity pair. Now, I don't know what the hell that means. I'll be for real with you. I thought that I knew for sure that 5% was going to be redistributed to all token holders that currently hold the token, right? And I thought the other 5% was going to be burnt off, and but according to CoinMarketCap, sounds like maybe that's what that means. It says the other 5% is then split in half again, so that's 2.5%. Here we go.
Something cut out.
Yeah, we're back. We had a slight service break. So yeah, I don't know what that means. You have any idea what you think that meant? You know, the other 5% is then split in half again. Your Beast is over there trying to get his fucking.
I'm trying to get my safe
on.
food right now.
Beast is like, nah, man, I'm getting this safe moon, and you guys are not gonna stop me. Not tonight, not the show. I gotta have me some safe moon.
That's why
Check him out. He's going. He's going 1,000 miles an hour.
I was like, shit, I had this money put aside for this for a while now.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, like, I've been trying to tell, a lot of folks, like, hey, this safe moon thing is like almost like the Dodge journey from when I had started it. But I was a knucklehead with Dodge. I moved it around too much in my time. Luckily, I saved enough to, do my thing with it. But
yeah, I got lucky, man, with that trade I made last week.
And yeah. Oh yeah. That,
But you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? But you got to be in it for the long haul.
Dude, you sold some dog. You still got a shitload. Yeah. And you bought 2 Ethereum. Like your Ethereum is gonna do stupid numbers. Watch, you're gonna call me and you're gonna be like, "Yo, what's your Ethereum address?" I'll be like, "Why?" You're gonna be like, "Man, what's your Ethereum address?" There's no way I was able to do these numbers if you didn't tell me to do this. So what's your Ethereum address? At the end of the day, it'll be all love. As a matter of fact, what I need to do is put my donate to all this free game. You guys been getting Ethereum address down there somewhere. But actually, what I'm actually going to end up doing is, if you guys like this channel, you guys like the info that you're getting. Look at my guy Beast over there. He's going 100 miles an hour to the moon. To the moon. He's going to the moon. He's getting that safe moon. If you guys are feeling the show, I'm actually looking at this new application that has to do with crypto, where you can create a Ethereum web address and utilize that for all different kinds of situations. So I'm probably going to create one of those, and I'm going to have it in my Instagram page. You guys can donate to the show just to help us out, do what we do, make it better for you guys. Invest in applications or whatever it takes to get this to where we think we want to get it to be. But like I was showing earlier, and I just want to kind of get back to that Beast. But yeah, it's weird, and like I've always said this, we're not, Beast and I, and also Crypto Weed Music, whenever he's on, we're not financial advisors. We don't advise people on their finances. So please don't take this information and think that we're telling you to go out and do these things or buy these coins or listen to what we have to say. If you're an avid investor in the cryptocurrency world and this is something that you do, then the advice that we're giving more so is informative. We're telling you where to look for it. We're telling you what to do with it as far as storage, that type of setup. So yeah, with that being said, so this is wild, Beast, as far as what SafeMoon and what they're doing with their crypto when it's sold.
So they're saying that half of it gets burnt off, and then the other half gets sent to people. But you were saying half of a half. What happens?
So it's wild. They're like so 5% is after it's sold, and after it's sold, it's taxed. It's taxed to the person who sold it. And what happened at that point is it's then cut in half. That 10% that's taxed, right? So 5% is redistributed to all the token holders at the time. So if you're not token holders, you and I are going to receive whatever let's say I don't know, I can't even say what it is. I mean, who knows how many SafeMoon coin holders are there or how many wallets are alive.
Yeah, I
We can
get it.
actually
Like,
look that information up. We actually, what's dope is this is why I love crypto. We can look that information up. We can look up how many crypto addresses are up for this particular cryptocurrency, right?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go into it too deep, but I thought it was a straight burn off, which that could be what this is saying. 5% is redistributed to all token holders. So if you and I held, we get extra token, and then the other 5% is split in half again. So 50% of that split, which is 2.5%, goes to the 50% of that is, which is 2.5%, is sold by the contract into BNB. So it's actually changed. The SafeMoon gets changed back to Binance Coin, right? Okay. And then the remaining 2.5% is automatically paired with the aforementioned Binance Coin and added to PancakeSwap as a liquidity pair. And that part I don't understand. I'm not. That may be the burn off. I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, nice. Okay, it could take up to 48 hours, but my money should my what was that shit? The BNB or whatever the fuck it's called.
So you bought Smart Chain, right?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're doing a live purchase of.
They got to verify my ID before I can have it.
Yeah, we're doing a live purchase of SafeMoon coin. The beast is going in. So pretty much the process is this. I'm gonna get to you guys. Let me see if I can find it. So that way I can post it for you. Maybe this can help for anybody out there looking to buy some Smart Chain coin.
Yeah.
I think Beast, this might be and you're not buying Smart Chain. Well, you're buying Smart Chain to buy SafeMoon, but it's it's a pretty interesting process.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So we'll run through it here if they got the exact process I used. Yep, which is this process here. And the only reason you'd be buying SafeMoon is if you're interested in give me a sec. My second screen is running extremely slow.
Oh, you're fine. I'm gonna have to wait till my money comes through, and then you're gonna have to tell me how I got to do all that other shit to get it.
It's funny because we're actually going through it right now. What's this? Would slow down. I don't think this is even it. Should you buy SafeMoon? Nope. This is not it. I got my instruction on buying SafeMoon through. I don't know why my camera's wilding out tonight. I have to look into that. Everything's wilding out. It's all good. Episode 103, we live. It's when I looked up how to buy SafeMoon, it was actually through Medium. That's another site that I get a lot of information from. This might be it. SafeMoon. Enable trust browser. They go about it a whole different kind of backwards. They like open Safari. Like what if they don't got Safari? But yeah, SafeMoon is a process. And if you're gonna be there a while, Kyle. And I ain't gonna say a while. It doesn't take that long. What did you do? Did you buy straight from you bought through the third party, right? You're waiting to verify, right?
Yeah, I bought through Trust, which apparently was buying through some third party shit called Simplex, which is now
Simplex. Yep.
Which is now waiting for verification for me to see the status on my coins.
So, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in here, and whilst we're waiting for, maybe we'll get to see it live. But whilst we're waiting for Beast to get his verification going through, to actually be able to buy some some smart chain coin through Trust Wallet through a third party, we're gonna go through the process on how we, get this SafeMoon coin. So, like they're saying here, this isn't a straightforward process, but if you can follow instructions, you should have no problem knocking this out. The primary exchange for SafeMoon will be PancakeSwap. So to start off, first, what you're going to want to do is convert this BNB token to Smart Chain through Trust Wallet. But what's cool about the Trust Wallet is Smart Chain is already readily available on Trust Wallet. So what you're going to do is you're going to very first and foremost download Trust Wallet, whatever you're running, iOS or Android. Is it Android? Yeah. Android, iOS. The Droid. You're going to download Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet from your app store. And once you've downloaded Trust Wallet, you are going to open up that app and create a new wallet. And once you create that new wallet, you're going to run through all your privacy policy and terms of service, blah, 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 blah. And you'll be given a dozen recovery words. Kyle, the beast, the master, the one. What did I tell you to do with these 12 words?
Write them down and lock them away somewhere. Do not take a picture of them. Do not send them to your email. Do not put them anywhere that a digital footprint exists, because it could potentially be compromised. But keep it written down physically, tangibly, and in a locked and secured location that only you have access to.
That is absolutely right. And whilst you guys are following this process, excuse me, whilst you guys are following that process, you definitely want to write down those 12 words that you were given through the application on a piece of paper, exactly how they give it to you. It will have some numbers corresponding with the words or prior or however it's written down. You will write it down like you took a photographic shot with your eyes. So don't write it however you want to. Write it exactly how it's written down on paper. And then once you've finished with why they've asked you to write it down, you're going to lock it away somewhere in a safe. So if we head back over here, after you get all that information, this instruction here is telling you to buy BNB, but this must be some older stuff. So what I will tell you to do is when you come to the screen that gives you the option, which they may not show it here. Nope. So when you come to the screen that gives you the option to buy BNB, you're not going to buy this BNB. You're going to buy this BNB. Once again, you're not going to buy this BNB. You're going to buy this BNB. And I know it sounds crazy. Background. There you go. Gold symbol, black background. There is a circle here. You just can't see it against this black background. And there is a difference. This is standard Binance coin. Okay. This is Smart Chain Binance coin. There is a major, no, I don't know about major, but there is a difference between the two of these two coins. Okay, this is the coin you want to get, and this Smart Chain Binance coin is available on the menu of your Trust Wallet. Once you're able to buy this coin, and hold on, before I even jump into that, this is exactly where our guy Beast was. And Beast, I mean, you have anything to say about this portion right here where you buy your Binance coin? Like was that a daunting task for you? Did you have any issues with purchasing your SafeMoon at that point? Well, not your SafeMoon yet, but your Smart Chain coin. Did you have any issues?
Once it was showing it was available, You just pick a payment method and pick a form of ID, passport, ID card, driver's license, whatever. Send in the photos for it, and then you just have to wait for verification for that transaction to go through. But the biggest headache I ran into was Smart Chain being available for purchase.
Right.
That was the big old fucking caveat to this whole shebang.
Yeah. Yeah, that is bananas.
But I'm
The-
glad that you hopped
the-
on there and said that you were finding it, because all I did was disconnect from my Wi-Fi and use my regular like phone connection, which is dog shit out where I am. But that's
I'm over here. Yeah, I'm over
And-
here checking, and it's still
and it
it's
popped
still
up.
giving
It
it
was
to
like,
me.
yeah, I got you. And I was like, all right, bet.
Maybe if you would have tried that the other day, it would have did the same thing. I don't know. I can't call it. Like it's very weird.
It is strange. I don't know why, but that's why I look for a lot of my news and updates on what's going on in the world through. I use a search engine called DuckDuckGo, which is
I love DuckDuckGo. They actually
it's private. It doesn't keep your history, so it doesn't just show you results that pander to your confirmation bias. It actually gives you like a variety of articles, and you can try and glean whatever facts you think are able to be gotten from it.
It's funny you use a lot of the same stuff that I use as far as not trying to, be on the It's funny. I think the dark web is going to be somewhere people start floating to more frequently to get away from.
I think so too. Like, it's unfortunate that nefarious things happen on there that shouldn't, like human trafficking and shit like that. But
that's happening on the fucking regular web every single day. We just don't see it. Like, the wild part is that the dark web, it's not. It's just like the World Wide Web. It's
the World Wide Web before all the regulation.
Before all the regulations, there you go.
And as you know, it's the same thing as like, look at how risky the Wild West was, right? Risky as fuck. But if you knew how to fend for yourself and you could make a stake for your own, and you actually were just like a decent person and knew how to defend yourself and what you fought for, then like you did all right. So bad people are going to do bad things, and good people are going to do good things. And there's no way you're going to stop it. You can put more roadblocks in the way, but there will always be workarounds. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people on high that control those workarounds that are also bad people. And so it doesn't really matter. It's kind of the same as like implementing more regulations with Second Amendment rights and whatever else, like criminals don't give a fuck what the laws are. That's exactly why they're considered criminals, because they're breaking the law. So all you're doing is restricting the rights and freedoms and capabilities of law-abiding citizens when you add more regulations and restrictions on things, because just like you lock your doors at your home, right? That doesn't stop somebody from kicking the door in or shooting the lock off or or breaking a window or whatever. Like, locks keep honest people honest. So what do laws and regulations do? They keep honest people honest, and they're already honest people. So like, someone with a good moral compass isn't going to do some fuckery, but people that don't have that moral compass don't really care what roadblocks you put in the way, because they're just going to try and find a way around it because they already don't give a shit.
Right. No, that's real. That's super real. It's just,
whatever. Random tangent. My bad.
No. The tangent is always good to go off of. But
it applies to more than one thing. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's it applies to crypto. It applies to the fucking dark web. It applies to real life daily interactions. It applies to the regular web interactions. It
does. No, it does. I mean, I don't know if you watch Pluto TV, but I watch a lot of it now. I can't watch the regular TV anymore. But on Pluto TV, there is on Newsmax, there is a commercial that comes up, and it shows the history of the World Wide Web through time. And at the end of it, someone comes up and she's like, "We've seen the web change over all these years. Isn't it time to update internet regulation?" I see that commercial probably 50 times a day. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm like, oh God, not another one, right? It's like, I
They're
guess
advocating for
maybe,
regulation.
yeah, for more internet regulation. But
What?
yeah, no, dude, we'll
Yeah,
get
let's
into
become
that.
China or North Korea. I'm down. Yeah, for
Dude,
sure.
I said the same thing. I'm like, watch this. So as far as pancake swap, pancake swap. We're continuing on. So if you're able to get your Binance coin, your smart chain Binance coin, what you're going to do is you're pretty much going to convert that smart chain coin to SafeMoon. And once Beast gets his SafeMoon, smart chain coin, what he's going to do is he's going to convert that smart chain coin to SafeMoon coin by using Pancake Swap. I know that sounds like a whole bunch of gibberish and jab jibby 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 jibby, but trust me, it makes sense. It works. I've done it. Beast is on the way, and a few others have been able to do it. I think this is good. This right here is going to be a lot of the determining factor in a lot of people getting to that point if it happens. If you look at this, the SafeMoon, uh, excuse me, that was a cold brew. That was a really good brew right there. It's cold as ice. Holy cow! I saw it just sweating there. I was like, I gotta get a swig of that.
I got my ham of a boy over here. He wouldn't stop leaving me alone, so I had to just
Yeah,
bring
I
him in.
saw that. I'm like, my beast wanted to come down here, and I was like, no, you stay upstairs.
I'm over here petting him like Dr. Claw. I'll get you, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, so that
That's probably too old for some of the viewers.
maybe. I mean, I don't even know what our audience is like at this point.
Yeah. What audience?
Yeah, what audience, right? We're just doing this now. But yeah, pretty much we go back to this pancake swap. Once you get your smart chain coin, which Beast is waiting on his, what's going to pretty much happen is you're going to move into Safari. Depending on if you're doing this now, there's some caveats to this as far as what application you're using. Now, if you're on iPhone, I'm gonna expressly say this. If you're on an iPhone, you're gonna have to do one extra step. Okay. Basically, what that extra step is you have to install Gaps, which is a browser and trust wallet that gives you access to PancakeSwap. Beast, you had to go through that process, right? Oh no, you have a Android.
No, I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone? Okay. Shit. Beast is gonna have to go through this process. It's not hard.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's crazy. So this is a process that only iOS users have to go through. It's not a big deal. All you're gonna do is, if you can see this this website here, trustbrowser.enable. You're gonna enter that into. You can do that now, Beast, whilst you're waiting on things to clear. Go ahead and follow. Beast is gonna go ahead and run us through this next process here. Let's get you in there, Beast. Beast is gonna get us to do this process. Can you see that, Beast?
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. So
Let me get it in there for you.
Trust : browser enable.
So yeah, run us through that, Beast, and let us know how that goes for you. Give me a sec.
Ooh, it did not say to open that in Trust. Let me. All right, let me. Okay, it said to open it in Safari, but I tried it in my normal thing. So let's see. I don't want to search. I want to. Trying to do Go. Oh, there we. What the? Why is this not working? Oh, wait, what? Okay. What?
All right, Beast. How we looking?
I feel like I don't know if this is working. Let's see.
Yeah. So if you did it right, what you should see is at the bottom of the Trust Wallet, you should see an option menu pop up that says DApps.
No. So when I put that in and hit go, it just does like a search. And then when I try and do it again through.
Well, if you put it in right, it should say open this page in a trust, and then you tap open.
Trust browser enable.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm hitting it. No, it's not working. Like
this is on your phone?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's gotta be something not being done. You
Like
need to type in the URL.
I'm literally putting in the exact thing that it's telling me to put in, right? Oh, here we go. Wait.
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, now it showed up. Okay. Pancake swap is what I need to select, right? Scroll down. Scroll down. No, I need you to scroll down, mechanical.
Oh, my bad. I'm over here. I'm getting some wild messages. So did you get this? Did you get this portion?
I clicked on pancake swap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I need you to scroll.
Oh, wait. So let's go back. We want to talk about what the issue might have been with you. We may have that with other users. So what was the?
I don't know what the issue was. I just know that when it showed, like it just did a Google, it did a search instead of going to a site, and then I highlighted one of the links and it showed the open now thing in like the preview page, and so I clicked it, and it took me back to the app, and then the browser link was there. So I don't really know why it worked, but I got it to work.
Okay, so pretty much what we want to do, guys, is like Beast did, copy and paste that. Excuse me. You could actually just go to any Google and just type in installed DApps in Trust Wallet, and it should bring you to somewhere where they give you these instructions where you can do that. But pretty much all you're gonna do is open Safari, or if you're in your Android unit, you're gonna go ahead and open whatever the browser is, and you're gonna just put this browser address into there. This address into the browser, and it should ask you to open the page in a trust. You'll tap open.
Yeah.
And once you do that, what's gonna happen is inside of your Trust Wallet at the very bottom, it should have been only 3 options down here. You should now have a 4th, which is the browser. And the browser is what you're going to do is you're going to tap on the browser when it comes up. And once you tap on the browser, you're going to see an option under popular. Normally it should be there because a lot of people are using it right now. You should see pancake swap. So you're going to select that pancake swap.
Oh man! All right, so I'm connected, but I don't have my money yet.
Right. So if you, Beast, if you haven't received, because you haven't received your verification that you're fully done yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. So it's going to take a little while, but once that happens, you shouldn't get it again. But But once that happens, you're going to be able to do what we have here, which is the swap for what is the coin, the Binance coin again? Swap, not swap
Smart
chain,
chain,
man.
smart
Is
chain,
it smart chain? I keep saying swap
smart
chain,
SafeMoon.
but yeah, smart chain Binance coin. All you're going to do is you are going to make a trade for Binance coin to SafeMoon. Let me see if they actually give you that smart chain. I'm not going through all this. Let me see if they. Yeah, all right, so we may have to go through. Give me a sec here. So I definitely need to go over this part. Where is it? Okay, right here. This is it. But where's the joint? Where's this? There we go. All right, so right here, this is what you're going to want to do. So Beast, at this point, you're looking at the Pancake app, the Pancake Swap app, right? Up here in the corner of your app, are you seeing an address? Did you connect already?
Yeah, so I connected. There's an address. I was already able to select, like the from balance was already on Smart Chain, and then I selected the SafeMoon currency at the bottom, and it warns you about the liquidity rates and all that stuff. And so my stuff's all good to go. I just don't have the Smart Chain to exchange for it right now.
To exchange for SafeMoon. So
Yeah.
pretty much, you guys can see here. We have gotten the Beast up to this point, which is the point where you actually do the final trade-off of that smart chain coin into SafeMoon coin, which is what we're looking for. And once that happens, once you go ahead and you make that swap, you got yourself some SafeMoon. And at the prices that it's at right now, I definitely recommend anybody take a crack at it. You never know. We've seen Dogecoin, what it could do. Why not? Right? So Beast is waiting for that to happen. And once that happens, prior to you actually going through with the entire trade, you're going to get a message similar to this here. Once you get ready to do the actual trade. And this is what we were speaking about earlier, where they're asking you to set your slippage tolerance to 12%. And where you'll find that option to do that is you're going to hit, go back to this screen here, right there where that arrow is pointing, not there, but these settings directly next door to it. Right here, these filter settings, I believe, or settings. This is where you're going to find this option to take care of your slippage tolerance and all that good stuff. So they're wanting you to set it at 12%. And like we said earlier, 5% fees redistributed to all existing holders if you decide to sell. And then there's another 5% fee that's used to add to liquidity. You're going to check I understand, hit continue. And then from there, your exchange happens at this point, which the Beast will go through that once he gets verified. He's going to select his smart chain to his SafeMoon, and voila, he should see SafeMoon tokens inside of his Trust Wallet account. So what will happen is Beast will go back to his SafeMoon, his SafeMoon address, or he'll add SafeMoon, or it should already be there because you've gotten coins that were deposited into that account. So what will happen is once you change that smart chain coin into SafeMoon, you go back to Trust Wallet and you should see everything sitting there nice and pretty, waiting for you to cash out at some point. Say, fuck them, take your 10%. I just made 28.5 million. I'm out of here. Yeah. I'm gone. I'm ghost.
I wish.
I see you later.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Honestly, there are certain monetary values where, regardless of how much the government wants to tax me on it, I'd rather have it in a currency that they'll more readily accept, just so I can start living life.
Dude, they're already going to tax you 10% on this coin. getting it off. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I
and
understand
you know
that.
what?
I'm talking about the government,
We're
though, 'cause
gonna
the IRS gets
we're,
involved.
with the way that we just explained the Safe Moon journey right now, which is dope. I think it's a cool way to kind of smooth down the show and end it out. And we'll make today's show pretty much about Safe Moon towards the end, as far as how it's done. You know, we kind of wanted to BS a little bit, talk about crypto, that type of thing, but not we're not going anywhere right now. We're just I just think this is a good segue into ending off. But what we may end up doing is going back through the process one more time, just so folks can see. It's dope that Beast was able to see exactly how this process went down. And you know, he went through it. He's actually going through it right now. We're waiting on the whole verification process for him to happen. And once that occurs, then look what we've got. We've got Beast sitting down with some Safe Moon. We showed you guys how to run it. Beast, you got anything for us? Like, as far as the Safe Moon journey, man. And hey, whilst you're at it, hopefully you didn't run. No, you don't have to. You still got time. You still got Smart Chain coin that didn't get processed yet. So make sure you buy some Safe Mars. Get you some Safe Mars, bro. Don't forget, because you need Safe Mars to get to Mars. Safe Moon can only take you to the moon.
Well, no, I think Dogecoin will get you to the moon, and then the moon
You
to
think
Mars.
I think Dogecoin is going to get Elon to the moon.
Well, that's what. So what I'm saying is Dogecoin is going to get you to the moon, right? But then you get to the moon, and the only currency they'll accept on the moon is Safe Moon. So you have to pay with Safe Moon to get to Mars, and then on Mars they use Safe Mars as the currency. So
as the currency. Oh, okay. I thought we were using like XLM or some shit in Mars. I don't. So many coins, dude. I don't know.
Who knows, man? I mean, you know, by the time it comes up, we're gonna have. There's gonna, you know, you're gonna need Safe Moon to safely travel across the moon, because there's gonna be a bunch of lunar rock fiends that are out there fiending over lunar rock coin or some shit. Like, I don't know, who knows? It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
You said say that again.
I just said it's gonna be crazy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what the outcome will be? I mean, shit. Just like everything else in life, we're just along for the ride, I guess, right?
Yeah, for right now, at least, you know, it's not. I think if you look at it the same way with this dog coin and how it moved and how it danced and how it moved around, you know, I'm just like, I'm amazed. It's done wonders for me. So I'm like, I'm just upset that something like that.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, man. There's always gonna be the next wave, and like I was saying, at a certain point, with Safe Moon, Dogecoin, whatever, there are certain numbers that if it hits, I'm gonna be like, fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, we're done here.
The IRS is gonna tax it, but whatever. I'd still rather take that 10-20% tax on my $1 million and have several hundreds of thousands of dollars in tangible fiat currency, or at least something valued
quickly accessible, right?
Yeah, and more acceptable until they start adopting these cryptocurrencies more widely. But like, you know, right now, Wall Street, the big banks and whatnot, they're fighting this shit, kicking and screaming. You know, they're dragging their feet and trying to dig their nails into the floorboards to prevent themselves from getting dragged into the same room as cryptocurrency. So, you know, money still talks, right? And green is still the universal language. So for as long as that is the case, there are certain numbers that these things might hit where I'm just going to be like, screw it, I'll cash out and I'll live off this and let the rest of my stuff keep growing and developing in its own liquidity within the crypto market. And we'll see what pans out in the end. But I got something to ride on for now.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you that's the plan. The plan is to get some of this and right, because we talk about what 10, 15, 20, 30%. You want to tax me on that. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. what happens at least for somebody like me at this point, I'm like, okay, I don't know where that money's going. It sucks. I would love to be the person who decides where that tax money go, but I don't get that option.
Yeah.
But then you're taking it from me anyway. So what I do is that now I understand the game to some extent. Now I put more in to get more. Till I get a certain amount, and then I'm gone. I don't even do it anymore. Now you can't rely on me.
Yeah, well, so here's the other thing, right? So just and the smarter way to do it is, okay, I've got X amount in Dogecoin, right? It's worth X amount of money, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Well, then let's just say for shits and giggles, it reaches $100,000, right? My investment. Cool, man. That's probably as high as if it's going over that, like wild, cool. But let's just say I take that out and then I dump that. But instead of taking it out, what I do is just transfer that money into, say, Bitcoin, which keeps its value, if not increases in value, or put it into Ethereum or whatever. And then you just take out smaller amounts, like as you need a little bit of fuck around money here and fuck around money there. And the rest of your money continues growing in a less volatile and more stabilized market, while you still just take out little bits that are barely taxed anyway, because you're keeping it under a certain threshold. It's the same way that millionaires and billionaires and whatnot gift money to people, but they keep it under. But they just like, oh no, I didn't give him a gift of $1 million. I gave him 1,000 gifts of $9,999, or like, whatever the hell it is. So it's like, it's just under the taxable threshold. And they're like, no, I just gave him, it was 100 different occasions where I gave him that just under the taxable threshold as a gift. It wasn't one lump gift. And then they never get taxed on it. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways around it.
Yeah, there's ways around it. I mean, at the end of the day, that whole tax threshold for me, especially if it hits a certain point for a certain crypto that I hold, I don't care. You take it. Let me know what the hell I owe you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Let me know.
I'm about to run off the grid anyway.
I need you to give me. Don't call me in 5 years. Talk about we made a mistake. There's no mistakes. I don't even live in the country anymore. What's wrong with you people? Why are you contacting me? We're done here. Like, I've given you we spoke about this. You said we was gonna hit me at the 38.795% mark on the entire amount.
Right.
What I did, I let you take that. I mean, it's not to say that I let you take that. You was gonna take it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's basically I gave it to you so that I don't have a price on my head.
At the end of the day, I could leave you. You could leave me alone, and I could leave you alone, and I could go about my business with the remaining amount that's left. Right? I don't have anything more to worry about. Even though I paid my shit on that, when I go buy some more shit, I gotta pay the tax on that. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah,
I just gave y'all
man.
all kind of shit on, but that's a whole nother day. It's all good with that,
Either way, just get your money, cash out, pay your tax, and fucking drop off the grid and
drop off the grid. That that's the plan, man. The plan is to definitely drop off the grid. I mean, but what you say on that? No, what you say, Beast? We look like we done covered it up. We wanna, I think the video is here for the folks that are checking this out. I was thinking about running back through this, but just run back through the video. We give you the rundown instructions on how to pick up SafeMoon if you're interested in getting SafeMoon. I think this show was an interesting one to drop this week because there was a lot of questions about how do you get SafeMoon. We ran through it.
Hopefully next time we talk crypto, we can get Crypto Weed Music in here with us. But all I would say is this episode we kind of ran a little long. I know I go on my tangents and whatnot, and you sometimes just let me ramble. So I'll probably take the blame for that. But
no, we like the ramble, Beast. The Beast rambles.
Whenever you upload this stuff, man, just I don't know. I would say just skim through it, and you you can put in the video description section like what part people can skip to if they want to learn different things. Like if it's we just want to, if you're interested in how to watch the crypto market, cut to this time stop, or I think you can even make timestamps on there so they can click like a little marker in the timeline that takes them right to it. But even still, even if they have to scrub it themselves, you can say like, hey, at 43:42 we talk about coin market cap and how to monitor things there, and then at an hour and 2 minutes we go through the process of getting SafeMoon if you're interested in SafeMoon and whatnot, just so people can skip through.
I may end up doing that.
Yes, this is kind of a long.
It makes sense. This one is pretty long. We I mean, it's not that bad. We're about to touch 2 hours, hour and
some
40.
People watch for certain things. They might be like, "Oh shit, he said he's going to show me how to get SafeMoon."
Yeah,
and the thing is that about the gas crisis and whatever else.
Yeah, we were, and I would only expect someone that really watches the show like that to sit there and go through the entire show. But you're definitely right. What I will do is break down on the YouTube upload. I'm going to go ahead and break down the time segments. For where we start getting into the actual purchase of SafeMoon coin. And I don't think I'm going to do too many other things, but, you guys watch the video. It's a lot of good information in there. Once again, I mean, we did go off on a little bit of a rant today, but that's what we do here on the Mechanical Animal Show. We pretty much get down politics, crypto, and travel. Travel, we haven't gotten the opportunity to really do any of that, COVID and all that stuff. But what'll happen is we will get that going at some point or another, and get some reviews out there as far as travel. Maybe even get to do some traveling in the near future where we could film the next Mechanical Animal Show in a.
That'd be dope, man. Get crypto in on a vacation, and 3 of us just go.
That would be nice.
Some wild shit. Man, that'd be dope.
You know what? We'll talk to Crypto Weed Music. Let's see if we can sell some of our Ethereum. And get up out of here. And probably shoot one of these episodes of the Mechanical Animal Show in maybe St. Lucia, spot where I'm from. So that'd be pretty dope.
Hey, man,
but you got anything else for us, Beast?
No, really. All I was gonna say is I don't necessarily want to spend any of my crypto because I think it's still got a point to grow. But I'm more than happy to go into a little bit of credit debt for the sake of travel, because travel and life experiences are one of the few things where you spend your money, but you get richer in the long run.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, you get richer with
life experiences.
Life experience.
Money, you can always make more money. You can't necessarily make up for the time you didn't invest in making life experiences. So I'd rather do that.
No, definitely. I mean, where we were at, I got to see Under the Atlantic, which was dope. Remember, I don't know if you remember, I was diving out there.
I haven't been scuba diving in years, dude. I need to.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time. I haven't been since I left Portugal, since I left the Azores. So,
bro, I didn't even get my license until I went to my follow-on in Italy. So I was already behind the curve then, and I haven't gone diving since my qualification dive in Croatia. So I'm like, dude, I'm jonesing.
Oh, shit.
I love it.
Over in Croatia?
Yeah, dude, that's where we got our qualification. But we did all the training in the pool.
Yeah.
And then we went for our final dive in Croatia. And like, when I tell you that diving, like scuba diving, is the closest you can get to being on another planet while still being here on Earth, like that.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. Like, dude, my first legit dive was in the Atlantic. My instructor took us to. It was my troop and I. We were doing the dive training together. And he ended up getting his before me because I had stuff to do on the weekends with the group and all that when I was in. But he came out to record me with my GoPro on my qualification dive, and both my qual dives were in the middle of the freaking Atlantic. You remember out there in the Azores where we were at? Like,
yeah.
Dude, it was nuts. Like
island chain in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Nowhere, you know, so it was, and the water was chilly around that time. I had a decent semi-dry suit on, but it was cool because we did the qual dive, and right after we did the qual dive, he was like, "You know what's coming?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "You got to get out there and give me 50 meters out into the shit with just your wetsuit and your weights, and 50 meters back, freestyle." I was like, "Yo, you gotta be kidding me, dude." He's like, "Nope." I said, "I just did this whole dive." He's like, "Nope, that's the qual." So did my 50, and I think it was cold around that time. Like I said, did my 50 going the freestyle the whole way there, and on the way back, I was tired because the tides was coming, fucking me up. So he's standing on a cliff watching me, and he's like, you could backstroke if you want to." And I'm like, "Yo, you know what? I'm just going to back this up this way, man." You know how you lay on your back and you kind of just, I did that way back to shore. Dude. I was tired. I was beat. I like my arms was freaking greased. I couldn't do it anymore. So, man, it was a dope experience. We did a couple more dives after that. The Azores is a dope place to dive. If anyone's looking to dive, I recommend it. My buddy Beast there, he's been out to Croatia diving all out in them areas. That's dope. But yeah, we need to get crypto back on and talk about possibly getting a nice little, crypto vacay going, something like that. A few days out, maybe an island, maybe do some diving. I think Crypto's done some diving. He had an interesting story about that. So we could all put that together.
Shit, dude, even like, I don't want to, for lack of a better way of putting it, even the poor man's dive and just going snorkeling and shit, man. It's still fun.
I'm cool with snorkel. Snorkel is dope. I love it. Man, I throw give me some fins, some decent fins. I'm going wherever. Yeah. I don't care. Let's get it. I love diving. Man. I love the water. So yeah, well, we'll get Crypto. I'm gonna hit him up, see what he's dealing with. But we'll try to get him on the next show and see what's going on. But I think on that note, we're gonna go ahead and kill it for today. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys really find the information we gave you today interesting and useful. We pretty much wanted to give you some crypto news on what's happening in the crypto world right now. We may have veered off topic just a little bit, but one important thing we were able to get out there is this how to get SafeMoon instruction out there. So if you guys got any questions on how to get to SafeMoon, give me a DM or hit the beast up. You guys got our information. If you need me to go ahead and put that up for us, let's go ahead and do that one more time. So that way you guys know how to catch us where we're at. We've got Beast with no name here. Beast, if you can, sir, let's go ahead and give you your Insta name so it could be displayed. What is your Insta, Beast?
KOI_401.
All right, so we've got Beast over here. That's his Instagram. If you guys need to reach him, you guys need to get any questions that you're looking for. Can't reach me, can't reach Crypto, reach out to Koi_401 at Instagram. He deals in SafeMoon as well. We got him right now going through the verification process to get some of that going. And you guys know me, the Mechanical Animal. You know where to find me, know how to get to me. I'm on Instagram. I think that's about it. But yeah, on that note, appreciate you guys checking us out, the Mechanical Animal Show, and we're out.
See you later.